Hi, my name is Tim Suzer, PGA golf professional with THINQ Golf. I'm here with Dr. Debbie Cruz, and we have a student here, Brad. We're going to talk a little bit about the technology that we've used to quantify some of the things that we've developed with THINQ Golf. It was really important to us that the games were built with science in mind. And Debbie, can you talk a little bit about the EEGs and exactly what it is that we're trying to measure here and why?
You bet. What I think we were after is looking at the changes that might occur relative to the playing the games as well as the performance that comes from playing the games. So what I typically do is put on 14 electrodes on the brain. I've been doing this for about 30 years. We kind of know the patterns we're interested in seeing when people are performing well. So Brad has the headset on. Then what we have him do is do a baseline, then he'll play the games, and then we'll collect again a performance measure and see what changes. And so we have displayed here some of the graphs. We get nice brain maps that can help us find out where Brad's at and where he's at when he's performing his best, and potentially what the influence of the games are for Brad or any individual that comes to play.
Now, is there a difference between a brain map perhaps of an elite level golfer, maybe a higher handicap? You've seen differences there?
Always. Okay, for the higher level performer, they're often quieter because they tend to know what parts of the brain to use and what parts they don't need, and also they tend to get done with all their processing. Whereas a new golfer, they're going to be in there trying to figure things out, so we see quite an array of activity in the brain of a newer golfer. But we can help them, as we've been able to see with the games, to get closer to that ideal state in order to perform.
One of the mental skills that you can work on at THINQ Golf is synchronicity. We have 5 games, synchronicity being one of the skills. And the synchronicity game, can you talk a little bit about the synchronicity game and how that would help Brad perhaps?
You bet. Synchronicity is a great game. All the games came from pretty much a laboratory measure. So the one that we used was anticipation time, and we've been using that for years in the lab, especially with athletes. And so what it is you hear the tone, you see a line going across the screen, so you've got visual, you've got auditory, and your job is to tap the screen at exactly the time of the tone. What it's doing is it's attempting to synchronize both sides of the brain, the left and the right side, as well as the brain with the body, because you've got to coordinate and get that motion out. This is exactly what happens in the golf swing. You see a target that you're going to connect with, you've got to create a motion that's going to connect that ball to send it to the target, so it ties together all of these sensory systems from the external world as well as the internal world.
That's great. Please visit us at thinkgolf.com. Synchronicity is one of the main mental keys that we focus on, but we have many others, and we have other performance tools that we really believe would benefit your golf game. Thank you.